It's a very interesting time in South African motorcycling because two very famous brands have made it back to the country in an official capacity. The first of which is this, which is next to me. Norton are back in force, and this is right up Harry Street. Tell me a bit, Harry, they look fantastic.
They are utterly gorgeous. This is motorcycle pornography almost. Look, it is a retro kind of bike, but it's got all up-to-date details. It's got Olin suspension, Brembo brakes. It looks $1 million, and they're actually built at Donington Hall in the UK.
Yeah, I see that. It's even written on the plaque on the headstock. There's three versions, isn't there?
There's three versions. There's the standard one, which is called the Sport, and then you've got the Cafe Racer, which is this one here, and then there is an SF. All pretty much variations on the same theme, different handlebars. One has a bum seat that you can take off.
Let's cut to the chase, young man. How much? I think they're not cheap, are they?
They're not cheap. You're going to be looking around about 300,000 rand.
Slightly under for the basic, and slightly over for the...
plus minus kind of there. But you're buying exclusivity because there aren't going to be loads of these on the road, and they are just...
Listen to him, Gabby, it's odd. He hasn't even ridden it yet. I suggest waiting a week or two because we will be riding it soon.
Just look at it. That's all you have to do. Look at it. Don't have to ride it. Just look at it.
Oh, before I fall asleep completely, you might as well look at it yourself, and you can do that at Cayenne Motorcycles in Kyle Army.
Yes, thank you. Now, the other major brand that's entered into South Africa is Bimota. Now, if Norton represents retro chic and motorcycle pornography, then Bimota is bang up to the minute technology. Now, you were at the factory, weren't you, when you were in Italy?
Testing. And rode the BB3 that Chris Hidden's obviously been riding. That, unfortunately, hasn't made it to South Africa yet. We've got another couple of weeks to wait, but well worth a visit down the showroom to see that in the flesh. But in the meantime, we've still got quite a full range of Bimotas that have been brought in, including, well, the Tasey is the obvious one, isn't it? That's the one with a weird front end. Fantastic-looking piece of kit.
It is just beautiful.
And what you're casually leaning on there...
This is the DB9.
The Brivido S, yeah. I mean, Ducati-powered, naked by carbon everywhere.
It is.
Engineering is beautiful, isn't it?
And what I can't get over is how pencil-thin it is. I mean, looking at it from this angle, there's nothing there.
Unbelievable. And DB11 as well.
That's lovely.
Which is with the full Monty World Superbike type engine from Ducati. But you've also got the air-cooled one with the DB9. No, DB9 with the DB5, sorry.
Now, just talking about the naming, because I got getting confused. DB means it's a Ducati engine bike.
Yeah, so BB would be BMW Bimota, YB Yamaha Bimota, SB, KB, whatever you can think of. If they've had it in there, it'll have a prefix.
And dare we ask prices?
No.
OK.
Look, well, you pay for Exotica, they're all expensive, 300, 400 grand, but, I mean, you get what you pay for. You get some of the best machining and engineering in the world.
It is, actually. I mean, what were you saying about the swing arm on one of them? They start with the
That's amazing. There's the 200-kilo block of aluminium for the swing arm on the new BB3, and they machine that, 16 hours of solid machining, and come out with a 9-kilo aluminium billet swing arm. 191 kilos
I mean,
of
that
waste.
in itself you just put on your mantelpiece and look at.
Yes, it's the sort of engineering you can.
Wow. Right, but a very surprising motorcycle news, and I've got a question for you. Of all the major manufacturers in the world, motorcycle manufacturers, who has just introduced an electric motorcycle?
Oh, well, thinking quickly, BMW's already done a scooter. It's not made it here yet.
I'm talking full-size...
It's going to be one of the Korea... It'll be Hyosung.
No. Harley-Davidson.
Yeah, right.
No, it's true. They've introduced a bike called the Livewire, and it was first spotted, actually, in some spy shots from the set of the new movie of the Avengers, because Harley have got a tie-in with that franchise.
OK.
And everyone was like, well, it looks a bit production, because there were production details.
So you're saying it is now in production?
They have now officially... No, it's not quite in production, but they've built this thing. They've designed and built it. It is an existing motorbike.
OK. When will we get to ride one?
They are conducting tests, well, demo rides in America this year. It'll start again in Europe next year. So we might see it here maybe back end of next year. But it is, so it's not in production, but it is an existing bike.
But of course it's an electric bike, so it will be very, very, very expensive and very, very useless. It'll, let's see, the range is probably 11 kilometres.
It has a range, according to them, of around about 50 miles, so about 80 k's. And that's combination highway.
That's a proper peanut tank, isn't it? I mean...
Well, it is basically like Harley's used to be, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's got a...
And performance will be dreadful, of course.
0 to 60 in 4 seconds.
Too fast for you. Way too fast for you.
Ooh, that's a bit cutting, isn't it? Look, they reckon it's like equivalent to 74 brake horsepower, 52 pounds of torque. It's a lovely looking thing.
And quiet. And everything about Harley is sound, isn't it? It'll be quiet.
This is the thing, there's no
Which
more...
is, I think what you should be, quiet, because we've run out of time, but we will be back again next week.